Hey Fit Lifers, Drew Canoli, welcome to another Mindset Monday. At the end of this video, I'm gonna give one lucky winner a book for leaving a comment below in regards to today's discussion. What we're talking about today could radically alter your life as you know it, and everyone around you. I've been a student of this topic for about a decade, and it's impacted my business at Fit Life. It's impacted my relationships, my emotional, my spiritual, my relationship with God. It's impacted every single thing in my being, and it's going to impact you today. I was speaking to a close friend, Brittany, and she's like a sister to me. And we were talking about the law of attraction and what it means to materialize or manifest your concordant desires with what you really want in life. And she said that she's been using this tip, this tool, for the past couple years, and it's really worked well for her. And I asked her to explain it to me. And she essentially calls this like the why principle. So it's similar to the why identity. If you've seen my why identity video, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's combining your identity with your why, right? And living from that state of why instead of living from a state of I have to do all this stuff. No, you get to. It's your identity, it's your purpose. You wake up every single morning with this. You springboard out of bed because you're living your purposefully, intentionally created life by design. And these why questions in this week's Mindset Monday will help you get there. So most people, when they think about what they have to do, they're like, well, why does all this bad stuff always happen to me? I'm sure you've heard that before. Why do I always get parking tickets? Why are my parents so frustrating? Every time I see them, they're just so frustrating. Why do my relationships never work out? Why am I still single, right? So all of these questions, why am I broke? Why is it hard for me to make money? When you ask yourself these types of why questions, the universe, God, wants to deliver it to you like that, right? It's just the energy, it's the vibration at which you speak. And it has an insane amount of power. So what if just for today, you change those questions up? Instead of asking, why am I a victim? Why do I always get parking tickets? Why am I broke? Let's flip it. Why is it so easy for me to make money? Why are my relationships so strong? Why are my relationships so peaceful? Why are my mom and dad so amazing, right? Why do I get along with everybody I meet? Why is it that people are attracted to me to deliver them messages that can really help build them up? Why is it everywhere I go, I have fun? When you ask yourself these why questions, it changes the vibration of what you're saying. And it has to be fulfilled that way. Not only do you say it, but there's an extra bonus tip, and I want to share this with you guys because this is even equally as powerful. Without doing this one particular thing and asking these questions, it makes it a lot harder for you to bring about your desire. And that is evoking feeling behind it. And let's address something that many of you may be dealing with, and that is money. You may feel like you're not as abundant as you want to be, and that's okay, because we're going to fix that today, okay? Now, mind you, all of these things that we're saying, the whys, you have to take action on. Specific desired action. Matthew 7:7, ask and it shall be given, right? Seek and you shall find, knock and the door is open. You have to knock. You have to actually physically go knock on the door in order for it to be open. So whatever you want in life, if it's making money, you have to go do it. You have to take massive action. But you also have to have the feeling behind it as well, because the feeling is almost like the depth of the music. Have you ever listened to a song and it sounds okay, but it doesn't really touch your heart? If you listen to music that touches your heart, it's a whole new level, right? It's an experience. It's not just music, it's an emotional experience. It grabs you by the coattail and leads you in a different direction to where you are. It builds you up. It gives you energy. It creates a state of love in you, right? So putting feelings behind these why questions is quintessential. So why is it so easy for me to make money? Let's think about it. When in your life was it easy for you to do something? And it doesn't even have to be money related. What did it feel like after you were done doing it? Were you confident? Maybe it raised your energy up. What were those feelings that were tied to it being easy? And if it is about abundance, why is it so easy for me to make money? Think back in your life when you were in a really good place, when money just seemed to flow freely to you, and imagine it, visualize it, create multiple stories. I like to create stories in threes. So there's 3 different stories for each one of the desires that I'm trying to bring about. And I think through these stories every day, 15 to 30 minutes. Most of you are in a yoga practice, Pilates, going to the gym, And that's awesome to work on your physical body, but now it's time to work on your mindset. We have to take personal responsibility for what we want to bring and show into the world. You have to let the light inside of you manifest so that other people may see it and be inspired by you. And that's what this Mindset Monday is about. So ask yourself these why questions. We can create some together on the comments below. Why is it so easy? And then fill in the blank. Why does this always happen to me? And make it a positive thing that always happens to you. Leave that on the comments below. Out of 100 comments, if we get to 100, I'm going to choose 3 people and I'm going to give away one of my favorite books to each person that does this. But I want to see these why questions that now we're asking the universe. We're putting out there and we're going to allow them to come back. Feel the feeling of it was number 2, right? And so you have to do these 2 things. Simple and easy. Next week, I want to hear all about it. Throughout time, tag me in it as well. Write a why question on my Facebook page. I'll leave the link below to my personal Facebook page. I'm going to help build your vibration up, and we're going to do this together. Because when I say we're in this together, I really mean it. Until next week, Fit Lifer, I'll see you then.